Yeah, don't worry about it. I got some here. Yeah, I got some here. Yeah, man. Shalom, Lord of Christ, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all already know what this is, man. This is Root and Speech, Vidcast. We're going to go ahead and get started, man. So we're going to get some people some time to get in the room, and we're going to go ahead and get started. We got a good show for y'all. We're going to talk about Balenciaga. We're going to talk about the governor. We're going to talk about, a lot of this craziness that's been going on all week. So with that being said, man, just give us, a couple seconds, and then we'll be right back.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's recording.
Okay. Yo, I'm Desire Warner. I'm Desire Warner. Yo, I'm the Tyler Pop. And this is Captain Ariel. Yo, I'm Desire Warner. Isaiah Ward. Yo, I'm the Tyler Pop. This is Captain Ariel. You watching
Captain Ariel, and this is the Root and Speech.
Yeah. I'm Desire Warner. Isaiah Ward.
Yo, I'm a Tyler Pop.
This is Captain Ariel, and you watching Root and Speech.
So if you tired of podcasts where you not getting the truth and they not hitting on the topics that you want, then you better come over to Root and Speech. If you tired of podcasts that's not going to get down to the meats and potatoes, then you need to come to Root and Speech Vidcast. All right, we got some shit. Y'all made this up. Use that. Right like this. Yeah. What's going on, man? You know what I'm saying? This is Root and Speech, man. Vidcast, man. Just before we get started, I'm Desire Warner.
It's Captain Ariel.
And we are Root and Speech. So check this out, man. We got a lot of good things going on this week that we're going to be bringing out. We got Shakara in the building. Could you drop something for Shakara, man? All right. We got damn. Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
What's his name?
I always fuck with him like that. We got Zaraba Carr in the building.
Yeah, sir.
We got the sis over there. What's your name, sis?
Yada
Yada Waz, man. From where?
Delaware.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Princess Shakara, Anaya Yahawada, checking in from Charlotte, North Carolina. All right. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody, man. Look, just make sure y'all can share this joint.
Yeah.
We are on Cross the Line channel right now. So look, check it out. What we want y'all to do is go over to the new channel, and we want y'all to subscribe to the new channel,
Right.
so that we can get the subscribers up over there. All right.
That's right.
And so so we got Cashville in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got Delaware in the building.
That's
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
that's
We
right,
got
that's right.
Zaraba Carr in the building.
That's right.
We got Captain Ariel in the building.
That's right.
And then we got Isaiah War in the building, of course, like you already know. If you need a little bit more, we got Isaiah War, all right? So shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Elvira Jacob, yeah, blessings to you too, all right? And so, all right.
Bless you too, brother. Bless you too.
Yeah, let's just get right into it, all right? So,
What we talking about?
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones. Now, y'all have to
them
fill me in a little about
Cowboys.
what's going on with Jerry Jones. I just need to know.
Jerry Jones, a picture came out, I believe, from, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe from the Little Rock Nine. The Little Rock Nine is famous in the civil rights era because they were the first to integrate the schools in Arkansas, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And they went to integrate. There's one integrate meaning it was a school that was predominantly white, and these 9 black students was going there to learn, to be a part of the school there.
Mm-hmm.
And
of course, it was a big thing. All what happened was a big news story nationally. I think they had like the National Guard there. All types of crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
But a picture resurfaced of that day when these black students were trying to, join white people and integrate the school. And in the background, so I don't know how they figured this out, or how they knew it, or how they came to the conclusion. But in the background is a young Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is Jerry Jones is the owner of the Cowboys.
Right.
He the owner of the Cowboys. Oh, okay. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
Well, if you hadn't been listening.
Okay.
Jerry Jones is the owner of the Cowboys.
Right.
And he was seen, this is probably at least 50 years ago, right? Something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Almost 50.
About 50 years ago. I'm not sure the exact day. I'm trying to guesstimate. Bro, at least 50 years ago.
Right.
Over 50.
50 years ago, when he was like a young teenager.
Yeah.
You see him in the back yelling at calling him nigga, all type of stuff.
He said, and they stink.
As they went into the school. So that's a story about Jerry Jones. That's probably one of the biggest stories this week about Jerry Jones and how he was there. How he was a back then they called him segregationist.
Right.
Around the time when people was trying to integrate, people that were trying to keep segregation going, they called them segregationists.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So he was a young segregationist back there, trying to stop and protest from the black people integrating schools.
Wide nose, braving all the white man's air.
Yeah. And that's the thing,
You
like
can barely breathe around you,
Right.
now you see, like clearly, like now, things that you've done in the past is coming up now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
like
right.
the internet is being opened up, and
That's right.
and pieces of filth like that is getting brought to the light. You know what I'm saying? For things that he probably never would have thought would ever come out.
Right.
And you could clearly see, you know what I'm saying, that in that time, nothing ever really changed, really, when you really think about it.
Right.
Nothing ever changed. Things still remain the same, but it just shows you, man, like things come out, like
Yeah.
that you like stuff that you try to hide in your past.
Right.
It comes out on social media. What was the last dude that came out? Ari Spears.
Right. Yeah.
He
How about
didn't think that was gonna come out. He kind of faded off though.
Yeah. He faded off into the.
Ari Spears.
I mean, that's
No,
the
I'm
way-
saying he's an example of some stuff that gets pulled up on your past.
Right.
Huh?
What got put out about him?
That little
About
skit.
when he had the skits with the
I'm
underage
tripping.
kids.
I forgot you talking about.
Yeah, because he was coming at
What's
He
the
was
Lizzo?
coming- he was
Lizzo.
called Lizzo fat.
Yeah.
yeah.
He called Lizzo fat.
So he had-
all
so
the
he
child
had to
porn
pay.
stuff coming out.
I got a question though.
What's that? Sir?
Okay, as far as like Jerry Jones go,
He did a
how do you,
little
as far as Jerry Jones go, right? How do y'all think that's gonna affect like his career, or do you not even think it's gonna affect his career at all?
You said he's an owner, right? He's an owner of
He's an
a
owner.
team.
So
Nothing's gonna happen to him.
Yeah, because he ain't Kanye West or nothing.
I think it all depends on how the people feel about it.
that's
Right.
yeah.
It all depends on it. And they cancel people based upon how the people feel about it. And the people have a strong enough reaction. Maybe something happens.
Yeah, but
Likely though, all we're gonna get is a little statement, a little apology.
yeah, he gonna apologize. Yeah.
I didn't know
He was a
Yeah.
nigga. What?
that she was gonna go to
the
school.
thing to me, why is it surprising to anybody?
Right.
The nigga was 13 in the 50s and the 60s.
Right.
What do you think he did in Arkansas? You think he didn't love niggas? You think, I just care. Oh, I love them darkies.
Yeah,
He's
that's why I became the owner of Dallas
He's
Cowboys.
13 in Arkansas in the 60s and the 50s.
Right.
Well, you can't get no more of a whiter team than Dallas Cowboys.
Like,
Woo!
it's
That's how they
America's
start.
team.
Right.
Like I don't know why we feel like now we're so far past
America's team.
things that are so like racism is so deeply ingrained in America
Mm-hmm.
from the people that still alive that are classically racist,
Right.
from the ideas that those people held on to still are alive today
Mm-hmm.
through their children, if not themselves, like Jerry Jones.
Mhm.
It's not people, and things like this are beautiful to see because people need to understand that even though it seems better,
Mhm.
it's really the same thing over and over again. Now it's just hidden way better.
Right.
Now Jerry Jones just grows up and realizes I can hate niggas just behind behind all my money,
Right.
not publicly, and I can live a whole life. Jerry Jones grew up on a slave plantation.
There you
Damn
damn
right,
right.
it's crazy to me.
Right.
He learned how to take that racism he had
Right.
and flip it into billions of dollars.
Right. Right.
That's what he
Mhm.
learned how to
That's
do.
exactly what he did.
That doesn't mean that racism went anywhere
Right.
because he built a football team and now he's rich and famous now.
How long he
All it
been?
means is that he found a better way to do it.
How long he been?
The owner of the
Owner of
Cowboys.
Cowboys. He didn't. Yeah, it was.
I don't know.
But I mean,
I'm
the
not
boy,
sure he did.
the man got his own money.
I doubt he's the original owner.
No, he's not. He's not. But the man got his own money.
Yeah.
Like that boy come from long money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jerry Jones came in the joint with bread and you know what I mean, got him a new stadium, did all that type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that
it's rare to have a ragged rich's tail that ends up on the football team.
right.
Mm-hmm. Hey, shout out to Clubhouse too, man.
Yeah.
How long he been there?
What you say?
It says Jones owns the Dallas Cowboys for the most valuable. He bought the team in 1989 for $150 million.
Good night.
How much?
150 million.
150.
Yeah, football
He bought the team in 1989 for $150 million after making his fortune in Texas. Oil and gas.
Oil and gas. Good night. The boy got his own money.
I would just get that 150.
You hear that, Nutso? The boy says he owed me. Damn. Okay. So let me see.
It says he also owns some of the franchises.
Oh, he another one.
Oh yeah. Oh, Shaq. Oh, okay, so that's I mean, it's not at this point. At this point in history, man, and that we living in, man, we should already know that this is the roots. This is what America's rooted in. So that cat that's at your job is probably in some of those pictures too.
You damn right. I'm waiting for some of the.
No, I was just saying, my supervisor, like he's in his 60s. Like I know he probably was on a couple of postcards.
Right.
The older white men and women that are alive now, they either just stayed to themselves and they own people and never really had to hide their racism, or they just got good at hiding it.
Right.
They just got good at acting like they don't care about race and they don't see color and all that old bullshit they always say.
Yeah, that's some annoying
I'm sorry.
shit.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's some annoying shit because it's like you don't know. Whether or not that person that you speak to all the time, how they really feel. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's the one thing that I can't stand. Like, I wish people would be more out front with it and just be like, I hate you niggers.
But see me, like, okay, like say I'm working with my supervisor. I'm watching him.
Right.
Like let's just say like I'm like not paying attention and he busts me in the head with like a wrench or something and knock me out. Right. It's my own fault. Right. because I'm not paying attention. Like I know that at some point, like I understand that it's I understand what it is. Right. So I'm definitely like watching out. Right. Like even at my job, right? I lock the door to the outside. Like I lock the doors to my office because it's like it's shooters out here. Right. So I'm not gonna be, trying to be so trusting. Right. You know what I'm saying? I watch everything. But you wanted to say something?
No, I was just gonna say like we know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Because we teach that every Saturday when we out on the corners. You know what I'm saying? So like we understand who our oppressors are. You know what I mean? Yeah. And, we know not to trust them, and it's just showing further and further. We just not them crazy Israelites on the corner. The stuff we talking about is true.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So real quick, man. Great point. That's gonna actually have me segue to something else. But you wanted to say something?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I just think it shouldn't be surprising to anybody. If it's surprising to you that Jerry Jones was once a racist as a 13-year-old, a 14-year-old boy in the 50s and 60s, you were just a fool who doesn't understand the roots of America.
Right.
And America has survived so well off of racism. It's never going to stop. It's just going to change. It's just going to change its form.
Right.
But America is just as racist as it's always been. But as America grows, it gets better at making you feel like it's not racist.
Right. A lot of people think that racism will be over, you know what I'm saying, once the old people die.
No, man.
I mean, a lot of people think that.
Old people teach.
A lot of people do think that, but the old people teach.
That's right.
The young people.
Right. The Buffalo shooter was 18.
Right.
He was born in 2004.
The ideas don't die. People die all the time.
Right.
But the ideas that they live off, they don't die.
Right.
Right. And they I think we don't understand that. Like a lot of those people, like the Tiki Torch dudes, like they feel oppressed.
Right.
I think it's like a concept that we can't really wrap our heads around because they've been in power so long. So you're like, well, how could they feel oppressed? How could they be oppressed? How could they feel that way? But they do because every time they turn the damn TV on, they got to see Snoop Dogg selling toothpaste. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg he on the beach.
Yeah, he on the beach selling Coronas.
And they had to see Barack Obama.
Yeah. Right, they got to see Barack Obama. They got to
Right.
see, who else? Give me some. They got to see Lil Baby telling you to vote.
Right. Candace Owens agreeing with you.
Right, it's like they start. Then the Mexicans is getting over here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like they actually feel like the walls is closing in,
right?
And they feel like they're losing it because I don't know. It's so crazy because we think that like they're going to somehow give up what their ancestors built.
Not easily.
I just can appreciate the fact that somebody did the research to find a picture of this brother. I mean, this dude. You know what I mean? In the backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he probably told somebody, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? I was there. He probably told one of his homies, like, I was there. I was on the front lines when that was going down. And somebody was like, give me 20 million. Well, I'm telling everybody. He didn't get that bread up. They came out. He's like, I don't give a damn, man. They don't care about money.
Yeah. Real quick though. So Yadawaf, man, what's going on?
You know what I mean?
Nothing. I mean, it's my first time here.
All right, if you could, yeah. So, okay, so can you tell us a little bit about the tea party that's coming up?
So I'm doing a tea party. It's December 11th. It's just to bring sisters together, you know, in this area. We've got about 30-something sisters coming. I did it because I'm new to the Delaware school, but not the Delaware area. So I just want to get everyone together. And then on top of that, with the tea party, I'm also raising funds for Jackson, Mississippi, for the residents down there who didn't have any money. I mean, fresh water, clean water. So I'm doing a fundraiser for that. So if you guys do want to make a donation, you can do it to my husband's Cash App, $ Mike Wah. MAIQAH.
MAIQAH.
So they're gonna have a tea party in Delaware, but it's also a fundraiser event for
the water.
The water crisis in Flint, Michigan.
No.
The water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi.
So what happened with that? What happened with that? With they had dirty water coming out of the faucet?
Yeah, so I believe they lost. I think it was maybe like a pipe or something. But I think it was, I'm gonna say back to end of August, beginning of September, they didn't have any clean water. So it's kind of like the Flint, Michigan situation. And so it's like, well, you know what? Let's see what we can do. We can do on our end, start raise some money. Because they said for a while they had clean water, but it still wasn't clean. And I just did research a few days ago, and they still don't have clean water.
Damn.
Yeah, because I work at a water plant, so like I actually test every day. I test the fluoride, I test the pH, I test chlorine, I test the turbidity, I test everything that has to do with water. You know what I'm saying? I maintain the meters that they use, and in the state of Delaware, it's basically a lot of scrutiny that where I specifically work at that we have, because water is so, people actually consume it.
Right.
So I get to see every part of the whole water process from beginning to end, and for them to be to the point where Mississippi is, or at the point where Flint, Michigan was, it is a total mismanagement of the whole thing. And then for that to even happen, it shows that like it had to be overlooked because of the people that they were serving.
And then also my research, because Jackson is predominantly Black, so that was like the only area affected. And I think that like maybe a month or so after they had clean water, but I'm like, there's no way y'all had clean water in that short amount of time and y'all didn't do anything. I didn't see, anybody doing any volunteers or donations or anything like that in that area. So I'm like, there's no way. And then I just researched it, so there's no way that they had in that short amount of time to have clean water.
It's something like the working in the water plant, you get to see like water is just it's nasty. It's nasty because like even when they bring the water out of the stream or whatever the drinking water source might be, say like it's like here in Wilmington, it's the White Clay Creek. Like I could look out in the White Clay Creek and I see like geese and everything swimming in the water, is shitting in the water and everything. Damn. And then that's the same water that people are drinking. Like when it rains and it goes in there, people are actually drinking. And then people people actually drink the toilet water.
Damn.
You know when you take a dump. You take a dump and you flush that joint down the toilet. It goes to the wastewater plant, and then they clean all the toilet paper out of it. They clean the cake out of it. They call it cake. They don't call it dookie. They call it cake. They clean all that out of it, and then you just be like this.
So what you're saying is, I'm good with getting
this. Is great.
Stay away from Dasani and all that.
Dasani, you might as well just took that out the toilet.
Hey look.
This is Kirkland's.
Nah, real shit. Like the water that you get, they take the water from the wastewater plant,
right? And
then you get the water and you drink it. You like, You like, hold on, what's this? You be like, hey, you be like that. Oh, peanut. It's a peanut.
Ain't that but a little corn?
Yeah, even that.
Damn, that's crazy. Yo.
Even that. All water is bullshit.
No, get some essential.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't drink the water that comes out of the plant that I work at. Damn. Because I see it.
Damn.
I see the whole process. It's just like if somebody works at McDonald's. Damn. They're not gonna eat the there because they see the food being made.
Yeah, the Zion water be looking like this, be like, let me see, let me tell you.
Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all real quick. But we do it right. Y'all got me in charge, so I'm gonna make sure that the water's clean.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure that all my readings are up to date.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure they're all right because you got somebody honest. But a lot of places don't. A lot of places don't have somebody honest, and you get stuff like that happens at in Mississippi.
They be tasting the water like Obama did in Detroit.
and water, it costs a lot. It costs a lot of money to maintain it, because people don't really take it into consideration any of that. Right. All you do is go to the tap and you just like, you know what I mean? But you don't really see what goes behind the scenes with it.
So you know how they have like the Brita water filter, like the container. Is that really filtering the water?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
It was Kevin.
It's really good.
This ain't doing nothing but just going through it.
That's a piece of foil.
Yeah, but it's actually
foil
really
with
good,
holes poked in it.
So shout out to Tone Bay Area checking in. Cali, man, what's going on, man? Elvira Jacob said Oakland in the house.
O-Town.
Chanel Cooper and
They call it O-Town.
What? O-Town? Oakland.
What's the
This is the Bay Area.
What's the nickname for the city though?
Oh, I'm not sure, but I know the Bay Area is the Yay area.
Yeah.
So shout out to that. Look, man, I got my ticket to Vegas. We got Vegas coming up. Also, I want to give a shout out to Captain Tazariak and Captain Katazar. I want to give a shout out to the clubhouse room. On the Hunter side, you know what I'm saying? We broke ground on Wednesday at 8:00. But I tell you, man,
with niggas all day.
Let me tell you something. Clubhouse is very addictive.
Yeah.
You could be on Clubhouse for 2 days.
Good night.
If you're not careful.
How do niggas be on there for like literally? Okay, y'all was on there that night for 4 hours or so. But how do niggas be on there from like 10 in the morning to like 10 at night? Like, how do they do that?
Because
they not have jobs?
The best way I could explain it is like, it's like being on the phone with somebody and nobody wants to hang up.
Right.
Okay, I get that, but like, don't you gotta, take a shower or something? Like, why did they be on there so long?
Yeah, because they go when they take their shower, they keep the phone next to the shower.
It'd be right there, you know what I mean? And they just hit the mute button. Like, I just wanted to say this real quick.
Yeah. Yep. And so,
I'm still here. My phone just blinking. Don't worry about it. I'm in the Matrix.
And guess what? Clubhouse ain't new. It's the old chat room. Yeah, the old chat line. We used to be in there, talking on the chat line. No, on a computer, a desktop. That's when you used to get on the
phone. You could talk like you on the phone at one time.
But yeah, that was the party line.
Yeah,
the party line. Yeah, you can get some bras off the party line too. You can get some bras off the party line.
Yeah, to work your voice.
Yeah. What's up, son? You gotta have the music playing in the background with the blue light on.
Yeah.
Your voice had to sound like you look like something.
Yeah.
It's the same voice you use when you used to do your voice machine back in the day.
So we're gonna be on there, man.
I ain't here right now, but I'll be back.
Shout out to the 32 people in the room right now. Could y'all please get the likes up, please? I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? We put the link in the chat. Go to Rude and Speech Vidcast 3.0.
On YouTube and Facebook.
What you say?
Rude and Speech Vidcast 3.0 on YouTube and Facebook. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow.
Yeah, we on Instagram too, man.
That's our main page. Use on Cross the Line right now.
Yeah.
So we can obtain as much clout as humanly possible.
Right.
And then we'll return back to the darkness.
Right.
Yeah.
Back to the ghetto you go.
So with the also real quick, so with the money that you're raising for this with this event is to like, are you gonna pick specific families to give the water to, or are y'all dealing with like another organization? Like, how's it gonna go?
So what I planned to do was, once we got all the money raised, I was going to, I gotta reach out to the officer in Mississippi, but I wanted to see if we could maybe go like Sam's or something and just get cases of water.
Yeah.
And just, pass them out in the community. So one day they have a drive or something.
Yeah.
Cases of water.
Right. Water's amazing.
So far we have about $400 raised. So I'm still taking donations till December 11th, the day of the tea party, and then
that's dope, man. Give a head, can you drop a bomb for the sister, man? Making sure our brothers and sisters is drinking clean water, because if you think that water ain't important, just go 3 days without it.
Yeah, just stop drinking.
I can go a whole day without it.
Don't drink nothing that got water in it.
Why am I doing
Yeah.
that?
I definitely would.
What's going on, my dude?
Like, I love water. Water, like,
Water everywhere.
check this out real quick.
Why is my pee orange?
Check this out. Now you gotta drink. You have to drink water. Look, this dude that I used to work with. If I could, this dude I used to work with. We're gonna get right back to it. But this dude I used to work with, right? No, sweat. So check it out, right? This dude I used to work with, every day he trained me when I got on the job, right? I used to work with this dude. So he trained me every day. When I first started working there. But what he did was he would always have a case of Coca-Cola, like a 6-pack of Coca-Cola or whatever, and he would get ice every morning, and he had a big tall Coke glass, and he would fill it up with ice, and he would pour, then fill it up with soda.
Damn.
So I was like, yo, man, you don't drink water? He was like, nah, I don't drink water. I don't like water.
You crazy.
Right? So it could be hot as hell outside. He would be drinking soda all day.
Yo.
Guess what happened to him? He was in somebody's house. He had a heart attack and died in their living room.
Damn.
He's the maintenance guy. So when the people came home, he was there to fix their AC. And he was laid out when they came home. Ooh. He was in the living room.
Damn.
Yeah.
It up.
How old was he?
He was like in his 50s.
Good
A
night.
lot of residents like that. Like they don't like to pee, and their urine, the smell is so strong.
Damn.
And dark. Like you can smell it literally before you get to them. That's how strong it is.
It smells like pneumonia.
It smells like death.
And that's why
smell the project staircase.
Smells like death.
A project staircase.
If you don't wash your ass for 3 days.
A resident, when you walk down that hallway, when you smell that you smell.
The smell that you smell.
It smells like the inside literally rotten.
But see, this is the thing. It's a good thing that we have sisters that are honest and caring to deal with the elderly.
It's hard.
Because I think like that about myself. Like, what happens, when I'm a certain age, I want somebody to, I don't want to have to go to a nursing home.
Right.
So somebody just be beating my ass, but I can't do nothing about it.
Just hang out, be like that.
Put your knife on. Put it on.
Yeah.
Put it on.
So you know what?
Shut up.
So for me, it's not really the quantity of life. Now I realize that. It's not really the quantity of life for me, it's the quality. So it's like, do you want to really be 80, but you got to be laying in the bed all day and have to get turned from side to side so you don't get bed sores?
Damn. That's why you got to make better decisions with your life.
But you know what? They'll tell you that too. Like you'll come in with a juice. You don't want to drink that. That's why I'm here now. None of my legs because I don't want to drink juice. Yeah, they tell you.
But it'd be the most horrible people that goes in those positions.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I never understood that.
Uh-oh.
Okay, and Yadawa.
Was you beating up them LODs too?
No.
Oh, okay.
I get beat up.
All right.
Okay, but y'all don't
Said I-
they be swinging. But okay. For some, okay, I don't know what it is, but okay, you take care of these people and you get them so clean, you make them look so good, and they so damn racist.
Ooh wee.
Like they be racist. They be like, oh, you nigger. Oh.
No, you can.
Yeah, you can say this Rudy speech.
Okay. They like, oh, you nigger.
Nobody cares about black stories.
Yeah, but if you say that other stuff about the other people,
Yeah.
that
But like they be the worst ones, and it's like, bitch, you already about to die.
Mm-hmm.
Like you done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking.
why don't you just go ahead?
You should be
and
nice
die?
at this
I had
point.
a resident call me a nigger, a black bitch,
Ooh,
and
wait.
told me threw his urinal at me. Mind you, he's on hospice. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And he's just going on. So he was like, oh, I hope your day's effed up. I was mad. So I was just like, well, I hope you die soon.
Yeah.
Like I came in like a couple weeks later and he had passed.
Oh, most I ain't crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
was my
horrible.
response. They told me that's like, oh, your resident's dead. I was like, okay.
I feel like I don't got the best opinions about white people.
Right.
But I feel like if I know I'm about to die and check,
Right.
I probably would still be nicer to the people that taking care of me.
Yeah.
Right.
Matter of fact, you probably be a little bit apologetic from all the racist
I've
shit.
never
you did.
been inch from death before.
Like
But I would think that even with my certain opinions about certain people,
right.
I would be pretty nice to the people that's taking care of me,
Right.
regardless of their race.
I think if I was like, yeah, I know I was at the Arkansas. I'm sorry for throwing the book at you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you for cleaning up my shit.
I'm nice to people right now. We polite to people right now without no,
they're like
a week from death.
They're like people on death row at this point. They really they don't care.
Don't give a
They
fuck,
know they're about to die.
And I don't think
out there. They don't
That's
care.
crazy.
I don't think they realize that that's the most high judgment. I don't think that they realize, like, okay,
It is frustrating.
I probably did some fucked up shit when I was, back. I've had probably a handful of residences like I did so long in life. I've had residents like apologizing. I'm like, you didn't do nothing to me, but okay.
Well, I'm hoping they.
But I think that they really don't. I think that they don't think it's the most high judgment. They just think, oh, I'm just in a messed up situation. I got into a bad car accident, or I'm just old. This is just a part of getting old. And really, no, nigga, you watch this person get hung, or you watch this happen. Most high tearing your ass up.
Nah, I'm hoping they just like, this ain't enough. I need to be punished more.
No,
Burn me.
I'm gonna be honest. I do the barest of the bare minimum with the white folks. Check and change, but like the natives, the Hispanics, the blacks, I go out my way. Oh, you need a cup of ice? I got you. This one you can wait till the next shift.
Right.
Like,
I used to be there. I used to work with geriatrics. I used to work geriatrics. I used to work geriatrics too, so
yeah.
I mean, I had to do what I had to do.
Beat the shit out of us.
No, but that was just, that was warranted.
Said I wrapped towels around my knuckles.
Hey, look, I don't matter how old you is. Ain't nobody above an ass whipping. I don't give a damn if you're 90. You still ain't above no ass whipping.
Fight is always possible. Okay, what point in life you in?
Damn right.
but them dementia patients.
I'm gonna whoop your ass continuously.
Those white people, when they get real old and stuff, they look bad. Like they have all kinds of blisters and like tears and bruises, and that shit just be like,
when they go to sleep, I gotta walk by and
oh my god, they be like this. It be so many shifts when they be like, and I be like,
mouth wide open.
I'm like,
you
think they dead?
No,
you literally think, okay, let me say, okay. I had a resident. Was this yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, this is bad because I was gonna have a whole panic attack. I walked in that morning and bro was like, and like he wasn't blinking.
How you looking?
He is about to die.
Yeah.
We say.
Oh, do it one more time. Oh, do it one more time.
Yeah.
Nah, for real, do it one more time.
He about to die.
Nah, the people in here.
When their eyes wide open.
No, but he's on hospice. He's on hospice. He's about to die. I think he's probably gonna die before it's over.
That shit crazy.
But I walked in and he was like, and he had to be all of like 80 pounds. He a grown man. He like 6'2", he's like 80 pounds.
That's horrible.
And I walked in and I was like,
Oh, shit.
I was like, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm staring at his chest. Like you can see like his heart beating. And I got the nurse. And his heart, y'all guess what his heart rate was at? 27.
Damn.
Supposed to be that.
Between what, 65?
Yeah, that's crazy.
100. Yeah, but my point, I digressed a lot. But my point is, it'd be scary because when you be walking in the nursing homes and you walk past the rooms, they look like they dead.
Yeah.
You have to look like stare like
They smell like it too.
yeah, they look and they smell like they already died. So you be staring like I just be peeking like
you dead yet?
Like,
all right.
Mr. Simmons, are you alive in there?
You good?
Then they get mad.
He be like. No, I'm okay. I'm okay.
You know, like for me, man, I want to, like, I definitely don't want to, live my life like that, at the end. You know what I'm saying? You want to treat people good in your life, man, when you're young, and you don't want to burn your bridges.
Right.
Because
your friends, your family, your
family, all that.
Yeah. All of that, man. You want to have somebody that's in your corner when you get old, man.
Right.
That's what you want. You don't want to be like that, asshole your whole life. And then when you get to a certain point, nobody wants to deal with you anymore.
Right.
So now you got people that don't even know you getting paid. I don't know how much the CNAs are getting paid, but they probably don't want to be there. And and you got them taking care of you. Some of these people are the most horrible people that you could ever want. So I think that would go for anybody, whether you white or black, you know what I'm saying? Like you should treat people the way you want to be treated, man. Right. So you don't have to end up in those types of circumstances. Sons of Jacob, what's going on? Kwame Yashala to you.
Hey.
San Francisco listening. We got STL checking in.
Yeah.
All right. Salaki. All right. You want to say something, sis? I think it was two people who wanted to say something.
Real quick, I'm gonna shut up.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Merry Christmas. Yo, I'm sorry. When I see that bottle, that's all I take. Like, happy holidays. You know what I'm saying?
Just real quick though. Like you were saying, design one as far as like taking care of people and thinking about how you want to be treated when you get old. The kids that put their parents in the facilities, they are wrong.
Yeah.
Because it be kids that's like young. They're not old. They're not able to take care of their parents. It's like, oh, you're a burden, you're a problem. Okay, go over here. I don't want to take care of you. And it's like I'll be real transparent here. My grandma's in a nursing home. She has dementia. She's gotten to a nursing home, but she got into a good nursing home. Thank the Most High. But it's a scary situation because I am a CNA, and y'all could probably tell you. You walk into so many nursing homes when the patient come and they get worse and they just die because the care is so terrible.
Right.
The nurses don't care. Nobody cares. They let them lay in their shit all day. They don't clean them. They don't bathe them. And it's like, how could you no? Because when you walk in, there's no way you don't know that. There's no way you don't know that. So it's like, to the kids who take their parents there, it's like, how could you even do that? Like, you got to be very heartless. You have to just say, I don't give a fuck about my mom. She on my way now.
You know what?
It's sad.
It's not even just the families, the facilities. They don't have the care.
You got to bring the mic a little closer to you.
I would say the facilities, they don't have the care. They don't have the resources. I've been to plenty of facilities since I've, moved up here. And they don't have, like, wipes. They don't have gloves. They don't have, like, the grease. Yeah, they don't, the stuff that I need to do my job.
Right.
So, like, it's the facilities I've been to, one that had roaches and mice. Like, they don't care. And then I'm thinking, like, this is, not common. I'm like, there's mice running around. They're like, oh, you listen, you can hear them in the walls.
Damn.
I'm like, this is nasty. Like, yeah, they're just here for,
it's music.
That's really how they treat them, too.
It's crazy. Like, so when I grew up, my aunt was in a facility. I remember I was in a church, and the choir, we used to go to the nursing home facilities and sing.
Right.
And it was always this one person in the back that used to just sit there and blow bubbles, spit bubbles the whole time, right? And I just remember walking in there and the smell of piss, the smell of urine, all that type stuff. So when my father got sick, I quit my job. You know what I mean? And I was like,
what happened to him?
he had cancer. So I quit my job and I just, was with my pop all the time. You know what I'm saying? And like, it was rough. You know what I'm saying? I had to do all the nursing, I had to pick him up, all that type stuff. But I would rather me doing it than some stranger that wouldn't do it at all.
Yeah.
And I remember one time I slipped on his soup. You know what I mean? Like I was like, he was like, I want that soup that you make so good. And I was just like, I was busy doing something else. And I could just imagine a stranger like just not giving a fuck at all. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh shit, I gotta hurry up and get the soup together, you know what I mean? Put it together and hit it up. My mom cussed me out because I was late with it, you know what I mean? Because they gotta eat. They gotta eat at a certain time. They gotta take their meds at a certain time. You gotta be on top of that, you know what I'm saying? So I can imagine, you know what I mean, being in a facility, how bad that is.
I was gonna say, and not that it's an excuse for a CNA or a nurse to give bad care. It's not, because if you're going in that field, you should have that.
Right.
You should be passionate about your job. But they also make it hard sometimes because one CNA, you could have 20 residents on the floor, and that could just be your whole assignment. There's no help. Or it'd be short staffed. And like one time I went to a facility that had 70 residents. It was just me and 2 CNAs. That had 35 people. Then you expect me, then they have, people that have to go to bed that are on lifts. And by law, you have to have 2 people. So I would have to do that by myself. And then on top of that, you want me to do showers and everything else.
That's
yeah, that's kind of rough.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So listen to what we're saying right now. And honor your mother and father, man.
That's right. That's what the scripture
You know what I'm saying? When they get old, you take care of your mom. Now, I see what you're saying too. I can also understand that part too with the dementia, because some situations you kind of need the professional help.
Yeah. Okay.
Too.
Okay. I don't want people to get. Okay. Let me explain. I don't want you. But I don't want people. I don't want people to misunderstand what I'm saying. Okay. Let me say this.
Also seriousness.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with taking your family to the nursing homes. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Okay.
But when you don't have enough love, you don't have enough compassion or care in your heart to find somewhere that's nice. Like literally, like okay, when we were trying to find a place for my grandma, I was looking up stuff late at night, looking at multiple places, sending like, look at this, call these people, look at this, and my mom was doing the same thing because it's like you can't go to one facility like, oh, it's cheap. And I say another thing is money, because you don't have the money, your insurance doesn't cover. I just say Black people as a whole. We're not very wealthy people. We don't have a lot of money, so we're stuck with the bullshit nursing homes, the facilities that let people hit the floor and leave them there. They don't clean them up, and it's sad because it's like I don't think we understand that we have resources. We have ways that we can get our loved ones into a nice nursing home, but either we don't care enough, or we just aren't willing. I think that's what it boils down to. You don't want to really take the time to research and to see what do I have, what options is out there. Because until my grandma got sick and we had to put her in a nursing home, I didn't know what resources there was.
Right.
I was having conversations with my mom, and she was telling me, this is out there, this insurance and this, and this insurance cover these nursing homes, and it's like you can get somebody into a good nursing home.
Yeah.
Even if you're broke, but you have to have enough love for this person to be willing to. If you got to research for months,
do it.
You got to do that. You got to make sure you put them in. They're gonna die there.
All right.
So you gotta make sure they're comfortable.
That's rough, man.
Shit, my body didn't even want to go back to the house.
How often do people, y'all experience? My last question on this topic. How often do people like their family members visit them? They come by to see them.
That's like
not enough.
That's when they come.
And it depends on
the
person. Okay, just my experience, and you can say this too. But as far as like the dementia units, I don't see their family much. Like I may see their family.
Damn.
I think that's because
they don't remember him and all that.
Yeah, I think that's.
But I don't think that's always the case, because on the dementia unit, everybody up there is not. Who are you? What are you doing? More like it's not like that. You on the dementia unit, you got somebody who can talk like me.
Right.
You got somebody who's
Are we going?
No, I was gonna say I think with dementia and people in the nursing homes, I think that's a common misconception that they don't know who that person is. They may have that could be like your father or uncle could be on the dementia unit, but you could be his favorite person. He's going to remember you, or something about you. He's going to remember. So I don't think that's the case, but I feel like a lot of people, like you said, holidays. Like I had this one resident. She always wanted to talk to her daughter. She was on the dementia unit, but she was the only person she knew. So she would call her daughter multiple times. Her daughter called in one day and said, "I don't want my mom calling me anymore."
Damn.
She was like, "I'm trying to be on vacation. I'm trying to, enjoy. I don't want my mom calling me." I don't want to tell your mom that.
You ain't shit.
I wouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah, I didn't tell her mom that. I'm like, that's
keep
not
on
right.
calling. I want to say.
I'm like, listen, mother, you don't need to remember her.
And then you have people that will call.
I'm your son.
Yeah, like I'll see people more than their own family do. So because of that, I see them more. I treat them, I'll treat them with kindness because I'm like, my mom passed and she was in a home. So I'm like, all right, if this was my mom or someone close to me, how would I want them treated?
Right.
But you also have those people that they'll call just to see if their parent is still alive.
Yeah.
Like they'll call to ask.
And that's why it goes back to my point what I was saying too, man. You gotta honor your mother and father, man. Be there for them when they get old, man, because you're gonna want somebody to be there for you when you get old, man. Hey, shout out to Tazalaya in the building, man. Shout out to Tazalaya. We got Kawak in the building. Easy now, rude boy. Yeah. All right. We got Parakia, the rib of Captain Tazariak. All right, no sweat. All right. Parakia said I can relate. My mom is almost 90, and her children and grandchildren take care of her. There's no way that she'll be going into any kind of home. All right, no sweat.
And that's how it should be.
And like I said, I don't think it's misconstrued. There is nothing wrong with putting your loved ones in nursing. And I'll just say this, and I'll be very quick.
Just make all the stops.
But okay, we were taking care of my grandma. But of course, after a certain while, when you're not professionally able to do the healthcare or provide the medicines or whatever materials you need to take care of this person, you have to put them in a nursing home because you literally don't have the materials to take care of them. Right. So I don't want nobody getting misconstrued. There's nothing wrong with putting your family in a nursing home, but you, like Ariel said, take all the steps to make sure they're gonna die here completely comfortably.
That's important. That's good.
One more thing I just want to add.
And come and see him a couple of times.
Yeah,
that's also, put him in there and forget about
it. But it is. I mean, from my own experience, it is sometimes it is a little harder.
Yeah, I know it's rough to see your family in that condition.
Yeah,
you got was there that point where you got to put them in the nursing home? I understand how rough it is, but just for the sake of y'all relationship, or just doing what the fuck is right, come see the motherfucker once a week, once a month. See it with something.
But
put them in there and forget about till they did.
A lot of people too, what they don't know or realize is if you have to put your family in a home, you can have a private aid. In that facility. Like you don't have to just have 5 different CNAs coming in. You can have a private aid, so you know who's watching on each shift. So that's another option too.
Yeah. All right. So I want to shift gears a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So okay. Yesterday, I hope everybody got it out their damn system. Right. Thanksgiving was yesterday. Oh yeah. And everybody was man, this is like drinking eggs.
How much your real cook yesterday?
Man, listen, man, she did very good. You know what I mean? She didn't get nostalgic because in her family, like they would cook all day. You know what I mean? And that's that. You know what I mean?
Classic Negro.
They cooked all day, and not necessarily like Thanksgiving food. They home. So it's like everybody just sit at the table and have a big old smorgasbord all day long. You know what I'm saying? So I just was like, don't cook. You know what I mean? Don't cook today. You know what I mean? She's like, but I'm home. This is what I do. I'm like, all right, that's cool. You know what I mean? I understand. But just don't get all into the spirit of cooking because you want to do it. And she did. You know what I mean? She did get up. She cooked breakfast like she normally do.
Yeah, she ain't getting
the whole what no turkey, mac and cheese.
I mean, let's be straight up, man, with this shit, man. People, a lot of people just don't give a fuck, man.
Nah, that's
they don't give a damn about the Native Indians. They don't give a fuck about what they had to go through and what this dinner commemorates.
No,
you know
man,
what I'm saying?
this is
And
about
what
Jesus,
it
man.
celebrates.
Jesus.
And they just don't give a damn. But then the hypocrisy in the whole thing is because these are the same people that'll cry and try to be upset that other people don't care about our plight.
Right.
So it's like you can't. So now that you sat down, I'm not saying anybody in here, but I'm just saying. Right. So now that you sat down and you ate and you didn't give a damn, then you can't be mad when other nations don't give a damn about what we go through.
Well, why should I be mad at Jerry Jones?
Right.
You don't give a fuck about what the Native Indians went through.
Right.
You want to be mad at Jerry Jones because he stood outside and yelled at a couple black people a couple
times.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't give a fuck about people's ancestors that died and got murdered and slaughtered.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And their land taken from them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really people really, when it's out of sight, it's out of mind. When it's not like in front of them or really personally connect to them,
right?
They can really care less.
I think I think the heaviest thing, my hand was killing it the other day, man. I think the heaviest thing that you really got to think about is what it means for us to buy that turkey, to buy that sweet potatoes, get that stuff and get all that stuff. Like these are farmers. They're basically getting their money back.
Right, they created it.
Because all year long, even for the poor farmers, that ones that weren't making no bread, they counting on Thanksgiving, they counting on Christmas. And so these they're farmers, and I think the heaviest thing that he brought out was that if it was 50% of the white folks that was in jail at one point,
50% of the people that was
in jail were white.
Were white.
Right, exactly. The other half was blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, what they did is they found out, hey, they got to farm. If they're farming, they have a job. Then that's less of them that has to be in doing crime and stuff like that. Where is your black farmers? You know what I mean? Are you getting your turkey? Because we getting turkey. We get our turkey months in advance. You know what I'm saying? And we make sure we got that turkey ready it's been sitting in your freezer, ready to go in the frying. You're about to burn your house down for the turkey fryer. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, where is your money going? You know what I mean? We don't take into consideration none of that because we so programmed to just it being about family coming together. Everybody got that.
But if you really love your family, if you really love your family, you can find the time to spend time with them. You don't have to do it just that day.
You know what's crazy? That's the one thing that somebody that's close to coming out of the understanding of the truth and everything is, well, I can't help it. Everybody is off. You know what I mean? Everybody is off on this day. So it's the perfect time for us to get together. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, like.
There's other days that people are off.
That's what I'm saying.
The weekend, you got other times.
You get holidays, you get sick days. I know you called off sick and wasn't sick. You know what I'm saying? You get holidays every year. I mean, vacation.
It's just that's the excuse to come together, like a funeral, Like you have no other choice.
Let it be a funeral. You will definitely use that bereavement day.
It's like a funeral. You know what I'm saying? It's a funeral, like the funeral. When somebody dies, you have no choice but to come together with your family. When it's a holiday, you have no choice to come together with your family. So it's kind of like everybody takes that time because it's already set aside for you to come together. So you just like, well, all right, well, it's Thanksgiving. So yeah, this is the time that we're supposed to come together, but all of it's bullshit anyway. Right. And then think about it like this. Right now, you get some lunch meat and some mayo and like all the sides on a damn sandwich to make your sandwich good. You're gonna spend about $100.
Damn right.
Easy. You know what I mean? In the supermarket. So just imagine what they're spending right now on a whole big dinner. You're talking about like $600 to $800.
Millions of dollars get
spent. No, I'm talking about individually. A family individually is paying $800 to $1,000 for one meal, one sitting. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what you're paying. I'm telling you that's what you're paying because y'all know what I'm talking about. You've been to the damn supermarket, man.
Have you been in the supermarket this past week?
All right, let me get a couple of these real quick. So you want to chime in, Kat?
It was like Wednesday.
Yeah, we literally
you ready to fight somebody?
We went to the supermarket and I didn't even realize that I was like, I mean, the parking lot was
like a concert. It was like a concert. Yep. And I'm pulling up I'm about to drop her off so she can go run in there.
Thought it was gonna be like that, huh?
I can't find no parking. And I'm like, God damn, the supermarket is popping right now. It's like a club. Yeah. It's like a club was there or a concert is going on. Like we had an amusement park. It's like crazy. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know, as soon as I got to the front, I said, oh man, giving is tomorrow. Yeah. And these niggas in here like, we gotta get this food now.
Scurrying around.
It was like I never seen that many people at that super. I've been at that supermarket for years.
Right.
But then my whole life.
Right.
I never seen so many people in a frenzy to come get some food before Thanksgiving.
All the silver frying pans is gone.
It's just sick to see how good slaves people are. Like how people just conform to things. Like whatever's on TV, whatever the tradition is, whatever you're supposed to do, certain people just fall into it so well.
Hey, what? Shoot. Oh, sorry.
I just had a quick thing. Okay, so I know, and I know we all know. But if we say somebody in the world is watching, whatever, for them not to celebrate Thanksgiving, what does that mean?
It means you asking us?
I'm asking every.
It just means for them not to do it. It just means that they gonna feel like they're not included in what America's doing.
I think it means.
But I'm okay on the point. Okay, so like let's say like you had to explain this to them as to like they would never celebrate Thanksgiving ever again.
Well, they said. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. You want to say?
Why is that so important to us?
I would say anybody that's struggling with it, whether or not they should celebrate Thanksgiving, Christmas coming up, whether or not you should celebrate that, whether or not you should celebrate the New Year. When it comes to all these holidays that people love to do every year, you got to ask yourself: is my integrity, is my sense of right and wrong worth this holiday? This holiday that I'm celebrating, if I take the time to realize what it's actually about, where it comes from, whether or not it aligns with my beliefs, is this worth your integrity? Is it worth your sense of right and wrong? Right. You can sit back and realize that Thanksgiving is about, some so-called feast that the Pilgrims had with the Indians, that the Pilgrims quickly began to kill and pillage the Indians after the Thanksgiving meal.
Right.
It's me commemorating this event that's supposed to be a time of thankfulness and family and fun. Is this worth me commemorating death?
Right.
Is my integrity worth food and a plate? And that's really all it is. If I look back and realize that Christmas is really just an old Babylonian custom of worshiping a spirit inside of a tree. And I don't believe in none of that shit. I don't believe in worshiping no tree. I just want gifts. Is a PS5 worth following some ancient shit that I don't even know nothing about?
Right.
Is turkey and a few plates from my grandma's house?
Yes.
Worth celebrating the death?
Yes.
Of the Native American Indians.
That's what they're gonna say.
And Zaya was correct.
Yes.
To many people, their integrity means nothing.
It means a damn thing.
But fun means everything.
Because it's fake. All that Bible stuff you talking is fake.
Okay,
He talking about integrity and stuff, man. So I ain't got time for that. My grandma making.
To answer your question,
she make the best stuff.
To answer your question, I would say that the reason that you're not going to celebrate these things is because it's morally wrong.
Right.
Just like you wouldn't, that you may not want to support Jerry Jones right now.
Right.
It's because you might not want to disrespect people and say things about people that are pioneers and reverence in the past.
Right.
To do these things are to signify that I side with evil. I don't care about what's right and wrong. I side with whatever fills my stomach, whatever makes me feel happy. And you got to realize whether or not you got to come to understand with yourself whether or not happiness is worth defying integrity and morality, and was just simply right and wrong. Is murder wrong? Is murder wrong? Is celebrating some old custom that I had nothing to do with? Is that wrong?
Right.
Like all these things that we fall into is feeding into a system of greed and murder. Think about all the people that die over Thanksgiving, die and fight over Christmas. People that's gonna get killed January 1st because we were gonna have a good time.
Right.
Is my integrity worth? Is having fun worth feeding into such death and destruction and immorality?
You know,
I got a question though to piggyback off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, to y'all or whatever. Do y'all think people in the world really understand what integrity is?
No.
I don't. I think
they don't.
Okay,
care.
so
That's why they're still in the world.
okay.
That's part of the problem.
Let me ask this. I don't know how to say this. Okay, how can we, right? How can we do I don't want to say a better job, but how can we find a different way or different some kind of different way to explain? You still it still has the same meaning as far as integrity goes, but maybe a simpler, because some people are just fucking stupid.
They just not going to get it.
It's I would say, like you said, the brothers are doing that. Okay, the way we explain, if we just talking about how we explain it to people, the way we explain it is great. The reason I say people, the way we explain it is great is because you explain to people why these things are wrong and they agree with you. Mm-hmm. Nobody ever says, I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Native American. I never heard nobody say that. I never heard nobody say, I'm sure you have. But I'm just saying, in general, most people are not going to tell you, I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Native American Indians. Most people are not going to say that, but they will say, I understand that. Yeah. I see where you're coming from. Yeah. But we've been doing this for a long time. Right. And, it's the kids. Nobody. You ain't gonna open up the Bible and show a Christian where it says that that set up a Christmas tree in your house is evil, and they be like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I just like Christmas. They're not gonna say that to you. Rarely. I got you. They may say that, but rarely they say that. You're right. But they will say, I understand what the Bible says. Right. But the kids and the family. Right. Kids. People fully. If you the way we explain things to people is extremely clear. Okay. What the problem is, it is just simple. Christmas is fun. Thanksgiving is fun, and the fun is too enticing for me to give a fuck about some goddamn Gadites that died, Native Americans that died 400 years ago. Right. 500 years. It is Christmas is fun, so it doesn't matter what God said about it or the Bible, because it's fun. Yeah, you hear the music, and really, when it comes to certain things, it's like a drug addict. Right. I can explain it. A drug addict knows that drugs is wrong. Right. You ain't got to explain it to him. Right. You ain't got to say nothing to him about it. But it's getting high. It's so fun. It is. It's just up to him whether or not he want to be strong enough to stop. It is until your heart starts racing. It is until you about to die. Yes, exactly. It is until you actually have an experience. Exactly. Yeah. And that's what George Floyd is. That's what Sandra Bland is. You know what I'm saying? We are some fake people. You know what I mean? Because at the whole time, the whole year long, it's Happy July 4th, Merry Christmas. You know what I mean? Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying? But when we start realizing that these people don't give a damn about us, that's when it's like, you know what? This is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's what needs to happen. What needs to happen is more killings. I know this sounds crazy. But I know this sounds crazy. More people have to die. We have to be shown how wicked this nation is, how wicked these people are, to finally say to ourselves, you know what, we need to stop helping them out by putting money into their pockets by celebrating these holidays.
I got a question though.
If that makes sense. Well, yeah, I mean the point of that is like, you can't get rid of, like, you know what I'm saying, like, to even say something like that, what you just said is like, it's a radical statement that a lot of, our people can't really grasp the concept of, you know what I'm saying, because it's so radical. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you can't really get rid of, like, you know what I'm saying, you can't really look at the oppressor. Well, our people can't really look at a lot of our people, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of our people, they can't look at the oppressor as something that should be shunned, because the values that we have are the same. Right. We share those same values. Like, they celebrate Thanksgiving, we celebrate it. They celebrate Christmas, we celebrate Christmas. So it's like, how can you really want people to be gone that shares the same values that you share?
If I may, I just got one.
You know what I mean? It's really like, it's an uphill battle. You know what I mean? And so the only thing we really could do is just like so like it's really like an uphill battle, you know what I mean? When you're trying to really, it's like it's hard to get some shit out tonight. It's really like an uphill battle. Everybody's like,
all the points, all the insights.
No, because this is a heavy topic. I mean,
yeah, so it's kind of like, you know, it's going to be hard. Like it's like it's weird because like that whole civil rights movement and that whole thing did a number on our people, man. And you can't like our people you can't galvanize them with hostility towards other nations. You know what I mean? It's just like, and that's why the church is so good.
Only when George Floyd died, like you just said,
Yeah,
right.
You can galvanize and when something shocks to their system, and then only when Jerry Jones is out of
right. But that's gonna last like a day or two,
right? Or when Kyrie Irving says something, or when Kanye something, and people want to march around. People want to march around Barclays and shit.
Well, I
Yes,
just want to say something.
I want to touch on 2 points. I just want to say one is kind of like Juneteenth. We'll celebrate Juneteenth, turn around and celebrate 4th of July. And then they'll say, oh, well, just because we celebrated Juneteenth doesn't mean we forgot. I mean, just because we celebrated 4th of July doesn't mean we forgot about the reason for Juneteenth. You did because you just celebrated 4th of July, which, you know, contradicts the whole reason for Juneteenth.
Juneteenth is even retarded.
And then another thing I was going to say, the reason why people don't really care too much about Christmas or Thanksgiving is because though the killing of the natives happened hundreds of years ago, it didn't directly affect them. So they're not looking at it like that. Well, that wasn't my people.
That's how we were trained.
But it was. But
so what we do is, man, we don't celebrate the death of our brothers. We celebrate the death of our enemies, man. So check out Passover, man. This year coming up. It's going to be in North Carolina, man. North Carolina.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to North Carolina. You know what I mean? Shout out to all of y'all, man, who's in here tonight, man. We had a pretty good show tonight. I mean, we had a lot of people come through.
If I may just add one statement to what we were just talking about, just one last statement. We as a people, we are a reactive people. We're not proactive.
We are stubborn.
I would say that we are reactive people. We're not a proactive people.
So stubborn is like an understatement. We're like hard headed, like thick headed. Remember, your mom ever say that? Like you got a thick head. I don't know. My mom used to say that to me. My mom used to say I had a thick head.
My father used to say,
hard head makes
me soft behind.
Yeah,
but
we don't understand.
You're a non-believer. You're a non-believer, man. You're just gonna have to learn.
You into that trash shot?
You're a non-believer, man. I'm trying to tell you. I told you what was gonna happen.
In the house after 12?
You're a non-believer. My mom used to say to me all the time, man.
Yeah, so shout out to North Carolina, man. That's what we're gonna be celebrating, man. The death of our enemies. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we got a good show planned for y'all tomorrow. Yeah. Same time, same grind. You know what I mean? Anybody else have anything else they wanted to drop in y'all Instagram or something? I don't know.
Make sure y'all go. If you enjoyed the show tonight, or the show we did in the past,
or if you didn't enjoy it, still go like it.
Remember, I don't care.
Man, like it, don't like it.
Some.
Go to Rude and Speech Vidcast 3.0
and say you don't like us
on YouTube and on Facebook. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff, and support us on there. That's our main channel. We're trying to build from across the line. This is people that's on this viewing from across the line.
Right.
Go to Rude and Speech Vidcast. Rude in Speech. RUDEIN Speech. Vidcast 3.0 on, like I said, YouTube and Facebook. Make sure you support us on there. And we just trying to work some things out. Hopefully y'all support us on the way.
That's right, man. Yeah. So, hopefully, I mean, y'all learned something today. You know what I'm saying? I hope you learned, and took in what the sister, you know what I'm saying, Shakara was telling us, man. She told us that, you know what I mean, that you shouldn't put your parents in a dirty stinking retirement home
first, at least.
You know what I mean?
That's all you heard from what she said.
Yeah,
that smells like this.
You know what I mean? We should definitely listen to what the sister was bringing out. You know what I'm saying? They might have to, they might beat on them a little bit, but but at the end of the day, nobody else is going to do it. All right, now I'm just messing around, but yeah, shout out to the sister, shout out to the tea party, man.
Right,
that's coming up. And it's for a good cause. It's going to raise some money. And we're going to send it down to for the drinking water, fresh drinking water of the brothers and sisters in Mississippi, man. You know what I mean? So shout out to them.
Yeah, man. Drink y'all some water, man.
And don't forget to make a donation again. That could be to my husband's Cash App. It's $sign Maiqua, MAIQAH.
That's so it's MAIQAH.
that. Boop, boop, boop.
You gotta know how to use both hands when you type.
No,
like straight index.
What you want to do?
He ain't got the positioning. He just got.
You gotta write
This is my man typing with his middle finger. Like
you gotta write a paragraph when you like.
I gotta use my strong hand.
Nah, cause my arms is long.
They ain't gotta do it nothing, man. Put them long ass arms in the keyboard.
Now I got long. Like I could. I don't gotta bend over to tie my shoes. I be like that.
Oh shit!
You be like, damn, I gotta tie my shoes.
Yeah. So, okay. All right, S. Ross, man. You know what I'm saying? That's right. You know what I mean? Right. That's what you want. You want your granny and everybody, your family members to be able to die, gracefully, man, at the crib.
Quality care.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. My pop went out like a champ.
Yeah.
He's like, don't.
So shout out to everybody, man. You already know what it is, man. This is Rude and Speech Vidcast, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Captain Kadazar. Shout out to Captain Tazariak, man. Shout out to One West on 100 side. Check out our show on Wednesday too. You know what I'm saying, on Clubhouse. And the last topic we just did was DJ Khaled the new Arab store? Was the Arab store?
Was DJ Khaled is DJ Khaled the Arab corner store
of hip hop? Right? Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we was on there for like 4 hours. It's a lot here.
I started to get them Jordans too.
Yes. All right, Tazalaya. She said, okay, the donations is for, somebody said, what's the donations for? You can go ahead and answer that if you want.
Okay. The donation is for the residents of Jackson, Mississippi, as they don't have clean water right now. So I'm taking donations to collect bottled water to send down to Mississippi so they can have clean water.
Man, just send some money. You ain't gonna send no money either way.
Right. What's it for? What's it for?
I just want to make sure. If you ask for a donation and the motherfucker be like, "What's it for?" They not send you nothing.
Yeah,
it don't matter what you say. Yeah, this money is for Jesus.
Wait, what's it for? They just want to be in the.
That was
in the chat.
That's not Zaga Bar's red. That was not the Zaga Bar's red.
What's she asking? What you doing? We smoking the money.
Just getting the money.
Go ask me what I'm doing with the money. I'm doing good things with it.
These are all jokes, y'all. Jokes. Okay?
Those are jokes.
We is fooling y'all.
We fooling y'all. Those are jokes.
It's just comedy.
I'm gonna blow it.
What do you say?
It's just comedy.
So shout out to everybody, man. Tazalaya, shout out to you, man. She had a sweatshirt that said Philly John.
Oh yeah.
Philly John.
I saw that.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was
ISUPK John. Okay, yeah. That was crazy. That was crazy. Well, still the same thing, right?
No.
Definitely not the same thing.
ISUPK John is different than the Philly
John.
Philly John.
You want to be ISP. You don't want to be a Philly.
Well, Philly John, like everybody who's in the Philly camp is like a sister in the Philly camp is a Philly John.
No. UPK
John.
But somebody from Philly that reads Philly John in your shirt, they're not gonna think anything about the school, right?
That was a dope shirt. That's it's a Philly John.
No, it's bullshit. It's a ISUPK John. Yeah, it's a dope shirt. Yeah, ISUPK John.
It's a dope shirt.
Yeah. So shout out to everybody, man. We getting out of here, man. Y'all know what to do, man. Get your ties, the donations in, man. So that we could do donations. We could do what the prophets did with the money. We could do what Paul did. Because look, the people who came, they gave their money to Peter, and he did what he was supposed to do with it. Right. He went and bought a Benz. It's like, I'm just playing. Those are jokes.
With gold hoofs.
That's jokes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why not? You've been giving your money to Jerry's kids. You've been giving your money to the Africans.
Kids.
Them Africans, and they still, you know,
them damn Africans, man.
The pets, the dogs.
The Shriners? Yeah, the Shriners.
Yeah.
The Shriners, they be taking, they got a hospital or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. They be giving the money to the Shriners, the Masons forever.
Damn.
All right, so check it out, man. We out of here, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Look,
yeah.
Tazaya One.
Isaiah Wall.
Captain Ariat.
And who else we got?
Shakara. Yada.
And we are out of here, man. So I guess the least we could do is take y'all out to a song. Would you got something? Or I'll just play something.
You got something?
Yeah, we down in Delaware, man. So y'all already know what it is, man. We're gonna get it on like that. And I mean, I got the commercial up here too for Captain Tazariak's short.
Oh yeah, we can always play that. Yeah,
all right. So we're gonna go out to Captain Tazariak's new commercial called Blue Magic is going. We're gonna play that, and yeah, we're gonna go out to that. All right, peace.
Yo, man, what's this about?
Man, quiet, man. I'm trying to set my scene.
All right.
I called this council today, man, because I've been hearing some stuff. Captain Zariak coming out with that Carl Gas, Blue Magic. Yeah. And somebody leaked the ingredients. Don't nobody know nothing? Huh? Shit! Come on. Somebody gotta know something, man. Yeah. This is Delaware, man. We run a tight camp.
12 seconds later.
I know somebody knows something. Ain't that right? Don't you know something? Hmm? You don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing,
man. Huh? Come on, man. You supposed to be in charge, G-Money. You the man.
I don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing. Stall him out. It's a brand name, man. It smells great. And this shit can't happen again. Listen, man. Carl Gas, man. Blue Magic. It's the best smell of all ever. Nino. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. I never liked swimming. Fresh brains having ass.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.